Oh, hey. Just filming inside of heaven right now.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to Kenson. Today, we're going to be looking back at our past selves. I've been on this website now for about a year and a half. I think I'm at the point now where I can start to see a little bit of growth, a little bit of change, and definitely a little bit of cringe. When looking at the thumbnails on my account, first of all, there's a big gap between the original ones. You know, you have the cereal videos, you have the PewDiePie ad. If you've been on this channel for a while, you probably know that I used to upload AI covers. I used to post videos like Mordecai and Starlight. You might have seen that one. I don't know, Michael Jackson Raw covers, just really stupid stuff that ended up getting me 2 channel strikes. It's when we start getting into some of the in-person content where I think maybe these thumbnails needed to be a lot better than they were. Thumbnails like everything to know about Twitter's rebrand to X, XQC accused of piracy, the Lil Tay conspiracy, Lightning McQueen drama. Even I interviewed a TikTok alpha male. I think all of these thumbnails needed to be so much better. The first thumbnail we're going to look at is the Lightning McQueen video. This thumbnail never was good. I didn't like it when I did it. This whole video for me, it meant a lot to me in terms of I knew that I wasn't doing well enough. If you watch the video, it's poorly lit. I didn't look representable. I just didn't like it. And even the thumbnail and title. The thumbnail was a screenshot of the video and the title was like a Penguin Z0 type title. It just didn't work. So yeah, in terms of looking at it from a way, how can I improve? The thumbnail, like you're seeing on screen, I think I could have done so much better. I've been liking putting faces in the middle of my thumbnail so that way you can see someone and it grabs your attention. I also like contrasting colors. Then we have a red Lightning McQueen. We also have the green ghost cars and stuff. Like there is contrasting colors here. It'll draw your attention. So yeah, with the original thumbnail, I didn't highlight anywhere near enough of Stephen A. Smith. It was just a screenshot from the video. I think the second thumbnail is so much better than the first thumbnail. I think the next one I'm going to do is everything to know about Twitter's rebrand to X. This thumbnail, I don't think it's good, but I think it got everything that I wanted to get across. I knew that I wanted to have Elon Musk, Twitter and X all in the thumbnail, and it did do that, but I think it could have been done better. I don't think that anything really stands out in that. I'd say the marker effect, you can see it behind the birds, you can see it around the X logo. It just looks very amateur. So I wanted something which was a lot more simple, more clean. I wouldn't be surprised if some people felt uncomfortable using already edited pictures. For me, it's like I don't want to use someone else's thumbnail. Like I feel like that's rude and disrespectful. However, if it's something like, you know, a news article posted with it, I'm kind of happy to take that and then add my own stuff to it. I wouldn't upload it the way it is. That's not how I do things, but I wouldn't mind using that as a starting point. So yeah, I think the end point is closer to what I wanted. I still don't think that it's necessarily amazing, and maybe if I spent more than, I think I spent 25 minutes on that. I think if I spent longer, I would have got a better result, but I personally would prefer to click on a video with that thumbnail than the original. So we've done that. Moving on to the third thumbnail I want to recreate. I want to recreate the XQC accused of piracy, because this is the kind of video which I would still be making. I didn't even really hate this thumbnail. He had a little bit of blue in his shirt, so I tried to make the background blue. I tried to make, obviously the Twitter bird is blue, piracy word blue. I think the thumbnail worked in my head, and in remaking it, I tried to be a little bit different. Then I went over to the video which he was reacting to. I went and got some screenshots of that video. Then I layered them over each other in Photoshop to get kind of a cool background. I like it. There's a little bit going on there. And then I pasted in the picture of him. I then traced around the outside to try and get a darker effect on the edges. And then I absolutely white-faced the poor man. If I was going to rename the video, I would say XQC is the face of piracy, or, you know, the face of bad reaction content. It would be the face of something. I don't know. I think that this one definitely does stand out. So yeah, I think that thumbnail is better with a changed name, of course, but I don't hate the original one. I just think it could have been improved on. I think the Lil Tay conspiracy ones could be one of the worst thumbnails I've made, but it's definitely not far off it. At this point, when I made my first video, the narrative was very much Lil Tay could be dead. Could be. Every news article was like, oh, it's a little bit sketchy, but Lil Tay is reported as dead. There was the Instagram statement that came out claiming that she'd passed away. I don't know, it was all a little bit up in the air. No one knew for sure. But yeah, when I made the thumbnail, I was trying to be mindful of that. Like I didn't want to go over the top as she's dead, or I also didn't want to commit myself and do like a rest in peace Lil Tay if she wasn't dead. So I kind of just made a really bad thumbnail. It's easy for me to say now that I could have taken like a really hard approach either way, but in the video I didn't. So I didn't want to do that in the thumbnail. Yeah, I think this one's definitely better than the original. More simple, less disgusting smoke effects. I didn't even know how to use smoke effects back then. Yeah, I even cut out a hoodie. It just wasn't a good thumbnail. I like this current one. Next time Lil Tay dies, I'll use this thumbnail. I think I said that I would recreate the I interviewed a TikTok alpha male, but I kind of already did recreate it. If you guys don't know, I have a second account. I don't really post on there, so I don't promote it. I think the thumbnail is a little bit dark for my liking, but at least you can clearly see what this video is about. There's memulous on the sides, there's a TV glitch, which is something I like to do in editing, and also just a picture of Jake Ricks, the alpha male in question. Like, I do also think that's a better video. I did recently think about making a follow-up video on Jake Ricks and re-editing that video and putting it in there, but I think I just leave all of that in the past. That was a really big missed opportunity, I think. If I'd have got the right title, the right thumbnail, put everything out as like, rather than taking so long to edit it, that could have been such a big video. But it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Mr. B 6000, yeah, you know his name. Change it once or twice, I think it's here to stay.